Hey and hello, everyone. My name is Brandon Veller, and this is Freedom Enneagram Coaching, and what will also become the Freedom Enneagram Podcast. This is the very first episode of either. I am so excited to record this today, and I'm very thankful to all of you who are listening and watching. Today, I just want to introduce myself and explain a little bit of who I am and what this podcast is going to be about. I am a Your Enneagram Coach certified coach. This is Beth and Jeff McCord. If you're familiar with the Enneagram world at all, you probably have heard their names. If you're not familiar, seriously, go follow at Your Enneagram Coach, all one word, on Instagram. Listen to their podcast, read the books. It's fantastic. Fantastic. I'm a seventh grade biology teacher. I am actually in my classroom right now. So if you are watching, you can see behind me. And maybe at some point I will try to record this in a little better background here. But I am currently I'm at school on our remote day and working from my desk and my webcam there. So we are making do with what we have. I'm married to my high school sweetheart. We'll be married. We will be celebrating our 20th anniversary here and 21st anniversary of being together here at the end of January. And we're now married for about 15 and a half years. We have 6 kids, 4 boys, 2 girls. The oldest is a second semester college freshman. The youngest is 4 and a half. And I'm told every time I just say 4 that the half is a really big deal. So I wanted to make sure I hit that today. My wife is the reason why I'm an Enneagram coach today. A few years ago, about 3 years ago, she kept talking about this weird personality test thing that she was hearing them talk about on Annie F. Downs's That Sounds Fun podcast. But I just really wasn't interested. It didn't really make sense to me. It seemed odd. So I listened, and that was as much as I was interested in it. But then she had me take this test, and it was kind of amazing how many things matched up. Everything wasn't true. I mean, there were certain aspects of it that, like, well, I just don't really feel like that fits for me. But so much of it did that it piqued my interest. And so I started listening to Annie's podcast. She does something over the summer called Enneagram Summer. And so I started listening to those episodes, and I was hooked. Now, I'm a huge reader, researcher kind of guy. So I'll listen, and if it piques my interest, I'm going to go find a book. And for me, that means like 6 or 7 books. So on that, she talked about The Road Back to You by Stabile and Cron. And then they'd also interviewed a number of people of different types that had written books. And there was a type 8 whose first name was Nadia, and I cannot for the life of me think of her last name. I'll try to find that at some point. But those were the first 2 that I remember. I got those, devoured them, and I was hooked. And before you knew it, I was working through the YEC certification process to become a coach myself. I chose the name Freedom Enneagram Coaching because freedom is what the Enneagram can bring. I never really understood myself, ever. I love to help people. I have a lot of anger, though, and a lot of aggravation. And so I just had a hard time matching those things up. Like, I could be super selfless and not enough, talk myself up. But I mean, someone needs something, I will go out of my way to want to help. But only if you're one of my people. If you're not one of my people, I mean, I don't wish for bad things to happen to you, but I'm not going to work the way that I can see you have trouble in a way that I can't see my wife, my kids, my friends. And I don't have to sacrifice what I feel like I have to for those. So I could serve people all the time and just be this helpful, loving guy. And then I could blow up and just be rough and gruff and angry. And I just really never knew what I felt or why I felt it. There'd be times that, I'd say something and my wife or someone would say, I didn't even know that bothered you. I didn't know you were angry. And honestly, I didn't know I was angry either. It just came out. And, oh, well, now I know what I'm feeling. Well, the Enneagram helped me understand that I wasn't just crazy and that I wasn't just like a nice guy with some serious anger issues. It helped me see that I'm a type 2. Feelings aren't my thing. I just don't do feelings. I don't do my own feelings. I'll deal with your feelings, but I don't know how to process my own really well. I also have trouble trusting that I'm enough, that I'm loved, that people would want me for any reason. So that drives that people pleasing and that serving. I love to help others, but I'm really bad at helping myself because it feels selfish. I'm I'm at my best when I'm creating and when I'm leaning into my feelings. This what the Enneagram kind of showed me. It didn't fix me. Like I still deal with all these issues, but the Enneagram showed me why I was the way that I am. Okay, why I am like I am. It opened my eyes to who I am really and why I'm that way. The Enneagram helped give me freedom to give myself grace and to be patient with myself and to learn how to change. So, this is why I became an Enneagram coach. I think the Enneagram can help open your eyes to who you are and why you're that way. I think it can give you the freedom to live the way that you were created to be. So, as I go forward with Freedom Enneagram Coaching and the Freedom Enneagram podcast, I want to go through the different types. I want to talk about the wings, how they react in stress, how they react in health. I also really hope to get some friends of mine on here who are of the different types to talk about their type and how the Enneagram has helped them gain some freedom. I'm a type 2, so you're going to get probably a lot of type 2, but I'm going to try to keep it as balanced as possible. I am super excited to be doing this, and I look forward to the next time. So with that, I thank you for watching, for listening. Have a great day.